Today I'm gonna read about the day before the Thanksgiving. Illustrated by David Cockcroft. But most of you guys have remembered this before. But if you don't remember, here is a recap. The Hoppers awoke one late November morning, and the snow was falling outside. They jumped out of their beds and ran to the window. "Come downstairs, Hoppers," called Mother Hoppers. "There's a letter here for you." Uh-huh. The Hoppers dashed downstairs. "Let me read it," yelled Floppy Ears. "Speedy Legs." "Let me read it," shouted Floppy Ears. "I want to read it," hollered Fluffy Tail. A letter, said Snubby Nose, and he jumped up and down. "I'll read it," said Mother Hoppers. She read the letter out aloud. "Dear Hoppers, I am inviting you all to come to my house in the woods to spend Thanksgiving Day. You're lovely, Grandpa Grizzly." "Thanksgiving at Grandpa Grizzly's. Hooray!" shouted Snubby Nose. "Now it's time to bundle up to go to school," said Mother Hopper. "It's cold outside and snowing hard." Outside, the wind blew, the snow fell. The four Hoppers put on their warm clothes, mittens, hats, and scarves. "This is the biggest snowstorm I ever seen," said Speedy Legs. "The snow always comes halfway up to the windows," said Fluffy Ears. "Let's get our sled out," said Fluffy Tail. "We can sled to school." The Hoppers got out their sled and took turns pulling each other on it. They sled all the way to school. The snow was very deep and the winter was very cold. Once they were in school, the snow came down harder and harder. By noon, the students could not see across the road. "Oh dear," said the teacher. "I think we have to have a snow day. After lunch, you must all go home." After lunch, the Hoppers ran out of the school to find their sled, but the snow has become so deep that they couldn't find it. "Our sled is buried," cried Fluffy Tail. "We have to walk home," said Speedy Legs. The four Hoppers walked bravely through the snowstorm. At first, they played in the snow. They threw snowballs and made snow angles. Snubby Nose tried to catch the falling snowflakes with his tongue, but the snow was so deep that they soon became very tired. Fluffy Ears fell into the snowdrift, and the other Hoppers had to pull her out. Then Snubby Nose slipped and fell and hurt his chin. He cried a little bit, so Speedy Legs carried him. All the time, it grew colder and colder. "We're lost," cried Fluffy Tail. "I think it's beginning to get dark," moaned Floppy Ears. "And the snow just keep coming down," said Speedy Legs. We'll miss Thanksgiving at Grandpa Grizzly's house," wailed Snubby Nose. It was very cold, and the Hoppers all stood in a circle, trying to keep warm. The wind blew, and the snow fell around. Suddenly, they heard a large rumbling noise, and they saw a bright light coming toward them. "What's that?" cried Fluffy Tails. "It's a train." Fluffy Ears. "It's a truck," yelled Speedy Legs. "We'll be run over," cried Snubby Nose. The light and the rumble stopped right in front of the Hoppers. Bless my fur, called a voice from behind the light. Here are 4 hoppers out in the blizzard. Here are 4 hoppers out in the blizzard. It's Grandpa Grizzly in his big snowplow, says Snubby Nose. We're saved. All 4 hoppers leaped outside inside Grandpa Grizzly's snowplow. They sat up high while the plow pushed a path through the snowstorm. It carried them all the way back home. Go and get Mother and Grandpapa Bob Hoppers, Speedy Legs, said Grandpa Grizzly, and they tell them to pack their overnight bags. You can all stay at my house tonight. We'll sit by the fire and have a hot cocoa. And tomorrow we'll have a big Thanksgiving feast. Hooray! Shouted Snubby Nose. Speedy Legs dashed into the house and brought out Mother and Papa Hoppers as fast as he could. And the Hoppers rode Grandpa Grizzly's snowplow to his big house. Inside, Grandpa Grizzly has a warm fire and hot cocoa. There are 6 bedrooms and was snug feathers bed. The next day, they all had a wonderful Thanksgiving feast. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.